People would ask, what happened to the Philippines? Isn't there any bright future for us? There's no need to take our eyes that far. Why don't we take time, have a joyride, and see what's happening in the streets of Bacolod? Maybe then, we'll wake up to the bites of reality. All violations and hazards that can be observed in the streets are not merely caused by one sector in the society. The commuters, drivers, as well as the negligence of the local government have contributed in these problems. As you can see, a pedestrian lane has been provided for our safety. Still, we opted to invite danger. An overpass too was built, but no one seems to like passing here because of the unlikely smell. What's next? We can see kids playing and crossing the streets alone. Worst, some parents are unconsciously putting the lives of their kids at risk. Now, if we get hit by a car, who's to blame? We start pointing our fingers towards others. The driver's lack of discipline and awareness has become the major reason for violating the traffic laws. Republic Act 8750, known as the Seatbelt Act of 1999, has been ignored by the drivers in the city. Along with this is the Commonwealth Act CA 146, or Public Service Law, that wearing sleeveless, sandal, slippers, shorts are strictly prohibited. There's no respect for signs. One seems to wonder why bother putting up signs if nobody really cares. There are hundreds of laws in the traffic alone, and obviously, these are meticulously done. But stopping before and after a corner, stopping on the pedestrian lane, double parking, picking off passengers in the middle of the road, driving without a helmet, bike and tricycles on the highway, RA 4136, reckless driving. Overloading. no plate number.
No registration, no driver's license. So, pasunod to sa.
That if implemented properly, less problems would arise. Where could the problem be?
Kami muna nga sundon gid mo ng katuyuan sa syudad o kung ginatawag nila lay Kaya kami may mo sa amon pangabuhi as in bigado gid kami kayo. Mga traffic enforcer. Dapat tani hindi kami pagdakpon sa wayo niya tani pasero.
So apo kaya highly urbanized ta. Pero before election namin isang view sa political view kaya before election damo traffic aid. After election yung layoff nila. Plus sa traffic lights sa iba wala ka function which is delikado. Then ang stand lane ta wala kang respeto mga driver ta.
Implementasyon natin hindi pa gid sa full implementation. Kaya may kakulangan kita sa manpower, carga, equipment, such as in.
One reason for this crisis is probably ignorance. But ignorance of the law is not an excuse. It should all start by educating our dear drivers. Does anybody know that there are 4 types of road signs? These are the caution signs, instruction signs, information signs, and direction signs. Caution signs are identified because they are the ones in triangular shapes with red color as borders. Instruction signs are those shaped in an inverted triangle, circles, and octagons, and are also bordered in red. Information signs are either shaped in circles or rectangles, and they are colored blue. Direction signs are also colored blue, but only in the shape of a circle with white arrows to direct. Upon knowing, are you now ready to drive? Being a driver is no mere job. To be a driver means you have to bring your passengers to their destination safely. Simply put, being a driver is one important job. Now, before you could become one, you should first have a driver's license. How? Applying for a driver's license is not easy. You gotta go through several steps. You must attend a driver's seminar. Go through medical checkup. Go through a drug test. Take the written test for drivers. And also, you should prove yourself able to drive well. Then, voila! You can have your driver's license. And just a reminder, a good driver must be cautious and knows how to follow traffic laws. With the threatening status of the traffic situation in Bacolod, the traffic management categorized its top concerns and created 4 E's to make their campaigns an easier one. Education. This is to provide drivers with proper awareness. It is by knowing that they will be able to follow traffic regulations. Second is engineering. Its objective is to make sure that the streets will be a safe place to drive. Enough traffic signs, pedestrian lanes, as well as sufficient street lights must be provided. Another important aspect is enforcement. This area of concern needs to have a double-time work. Laws are made to be enforced. The challenge now is for the traffic enforcers to consistently do their job implementing the laws. Lastly, environment was recently added as one of the concerns of traffic management. Smoke belching is one. Vehicles pollute our environment and also triggers health hazards. Another, garbage in the streets are also rapidly accumulating, and this is now becoming a street hazard. Road accidents can be prevented if we'll stop violating traffic laws. We cannot tell whose life is going to end next because of this. It can be yours. We're not mere spectators in this nation. We have roles to play. Without the commuters, the city will not function. Without the drivers, we cannot function to help the nation. Without the traffic enforcers, there will only be chaos in the streets. We must open our eyes to this role before it's too late.